And welcome back to another video, everybody. Today we're going to do an install video of something that I've wanted to put on my car for so long, and I bought two different versions. One, no way it would work on the Challenger without massive amounts of cutting, but I found a new one that will work. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfectly hidden, and just, you're going to love this. It's great, because if you've been watching my videos for a while and you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my daughter and I both getting no front license plate tickets. And yes, for those of you Karens out there in the world that want to say, well, if you don't follow the law, okay, here's the deal. We're renegades. We're wild like that. You know, we push the envelope in life. We live on the edge. We absolutely are willing to risk everything so that our cars look the way we want them to look, meaning we have to go out there and risk life and limb and prison time and jail time and not have a front license plate on my car because somebody put it in the laws where in California somehow every criminal here is going to do reverse out of the bank robbery, where in other states where you don't have to have them, they seem to have the same exact crimes that take place, yet they catch people, and it's not like, well, we would have caught him had we had a front license plate on that car. Like, it's a stupid thing. And if I had the time, I would run for office. I would run for a position in Congress. I would go after a Senate seat, and I would push so hard with one objective. Forget about all the horrible crimes out there. I would focus on one thing, and that is window tint and front license plates, because these are the tickets that cops give you when they have nothing else to give you. But in my situation, if you saw the video, the cop gave me this ticket for no front license plate because he was awesome, because he could have given me a double yellow line, very expensive, $400 or $500 point on my driving record, moving violation ticket. But because I was cool with him, because I didn't try to lie about about what I did, he gave me a break and gave me that almost as a kind of a wink joke, because he knew my daughter got one as well, and we had a great conversation. We both laughed about it, and it was good.
All right, sir. Here's the ticket, front license plate.
God bless America.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate your honesty.
No, dude, guilty's guilty, man. Because it's going to cost me 25 bucks, or I can put the license plate on. Now, here's the deal. I can pay 25 bucks, or maybe it's 50 bucks, whatever it is. Yeah, that's what's crazy, is it's such a egregious law that you can just pay your way out of it. It's a revenue. It's a revenue capture system. That's what they're trying to do. It's not that I'm out breaking laws and creating unsafe environments for the rest of the world. So before you comment, just bite me. I mean, the front license plates look stupid on cars. So the only car I have with a front license plate is my cop car, because, well, it doesn't make it ugly. It's supposed to have one. It just looks normal. But the rest of these, they don't have them. So I am not going to stick one on here. But what I did do is I found, because I didn't want to find a way to go through some tow hook. I don't even know if there's a tow hook thing in here. Well, I don't see it. Whatever. Car's filthy. Sorry about that. But maybe there is somewhere. Anyways, I don't want to do that. The stow and goes, all these are fine because you can take them off, but they're manual. So here's the deal. I bought this. In this box is an electronic, let me see if I can do this and hold the camera, an electronic front license plate retractor is what it's called. And this thing, and I'll put a link to this in the description of the video so you can go get one. Yeah, it'll be an affiliate link. Because why? Because I like to make money too. So support the channel, and if you decide to get this thing, and this thing will retract underneath the front splitter, and when I push the remote, which this comes with two remotes, it'll go back up underneath the front. So when I get pulled over for no front license plate, before he walks up to the car, I can have that front license plate back out and say, I fixed it. I don't know how that would even work, but I promise you I will catch it on video one day, and there's nothing they can do about it. It'll be there, and he'll walk away. It'll just stop me from getting tickets. So this is nice just to avoid dealing with crap. And in some places like LA, they'll write you up with your car parked for no front license plate. I mean, it's just stupid. But with this, I can pop it up, put it away when I go to the car meets, when I'm driving around, and I don't want to look like, you know, front license plate haver. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, so let's go ahead and install this. Basically, what's going to happen is it's going to go underneath here. And before you say anything about my little stands, I bought the big ones for trucks, 16,000 pounds. they'll hold, which is almost as much as this car weighs. I'm just kidding, that was a boat joke. but these will hold this car up. The brakes on, the car's in gear. If I die doing this, it was my time. And I know you're going to say, you shouldn't be doing that on a slanted driveway. I'm not moving that. I'm not moving all these. I'm not going to be all the way underneath. I'm just going to be right here, boom, to get this thing mounted. And that'll be that. And if this thing does fall, it's falling that way. So I should be fine. But it's not going to fall. That would have to collapse. And the brake would have to... There's a whole bunch of things that have to happen for me to die under that car. But if I did, what a way to go. At least I died at the hand of something I love. Now, let's go ahead and take a peek on how this is going to roll. There is a little spot of light way down... Oops. I got to pop this thing out. Way down there that pops out of a little hole. There's a little hole down here, so I'll be able to run the wires really easily. I've got full-time power, so this will be a simple wiring job, but a little bit more complicated to make sure it's secure underneath there. So I'll film the whole thing, I'll show you what it looks like, and if you want to get one, link will be in the description. It's not sponsored. I just found it, and I think it's pretty awesome. Hopefully it works. Alright, so the nice thing, this is really easy. Could you imagine people paying $50,000 more over sticker for these cars? Look at all this cheap plastic. Anyways, so down there, we're gonna fish the wire. Actually, I don't even think I need to go into there. Down here, there is. Oh, I don't know if you can see down there, but there is a small little square hole way down there that I will fish the wire through. It'll come right up to here, which will be perfect, and then I'll fish it across underneath. So let's go underneath the car and see how we're going to mount this thing. Or actually, first, let me do a little demo. Let's hook up the wires and just show you what this thing does. Oh, there's even a little button here for inside the car, which I don't think I'm going to do. Now let's show you what this thing will do. Just a quick little hookup to test it. Should go right up when I push this. Look at that. Boom. Front license plate. Boom. No more front license plate. Oh, how cool is that, everybody? This is awesome. Very small, lightweight. This is perfect. This may go on all my cars for about $100. A little over $100. Boom. This is awesome. Yep, I'm loving it. Alright, so here's where this is going to go. This is about dead center, and it fits pretty perfectly coming up flush with the splitter, but I'm going to go crazy. It's going to be hanging out just a tiny bit. So what I want to do is go ahead and pull this thing back maybe a 1/4 inch, which means I'm going to have to cut this plastic right here, which is fine. I don't care. Just cut a little notch out so this slides back. Alright, so I made a few marks right here and here. Just going to notch this out. The wrong move, and you are fingerless, man. You know what? Before I do something stupid, I'm going to put some glasses on. That's probably a good idea. Eye protection, everybody. Eye protection. I'll be back in a second. Alright. Safety first. Safety first, everybody. I own lots and lots of pew-pews, and these have spent a lot of time at the range and have taken a lot of brass to the front of them, so I imagine a little bit of plastic. I'll get through this. So let's go ahead and do some cutting here. So much like butter. Well, I guess it's not bad. Look at that. Got a little tougher because a little reinforcement back there, but that should be fine. Now let's just see. How does it work now? Goes back in there. That goes right up against there. And look at that. What? That's perfect. It's going to fit perfect. Look at that. And then this will go. Let's see if it'll work. fully retracts. Down there, look at that. Now, see how that goes? Perfect. Alright, so rather than take all, it looks like I have to take all these off as well. And that's all these little rivets all the way down. And you know how these goes. You get them all out, and then half of them go back in, right? So maybe I don't take this whole all the way off. I hate cutting corners, folks, but I just need this thing to mount solidly so it doesn't wobble off over time. And they sent enough tools or enough parts to put a brace behind this. These two plugs right here, I think I can take them off, get that metal piece behind there, and maybe, just maybe, make it strong enough to not go anywhere. Alright, so taking this off was going to be way too much of a nightmare, and it doesn't look like I need to do that. I can get plenty of access just popping these guys out of here, and then I can reach in there just fine. And the benefit of, you know, small hands. Don't say it, people. Stay out of the comments. But you know what I'm saying here. So I could easily tighten a screw or a bolt into this thing, and at least I get the back end. And then I've got harder plastic up here that I could probably just tap a few wood screws into it, into this thicker part, and this thing ain't going anywhere. But I will, and I should, take this piece of metal and reinforce behind here just to be safe. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut a piece of this metal out so that I can have a nice solid reinforced backing. That way over time the plastic doesn't wear off and rip. This behind this will be good to go. So I think I just need 3 of these. I'll cut 4 of these little holes here and get this, then drill a couple holes and stick this behind it and get this thing temporarily mounted and start wrapping this thing up. Will be very hot, but look at this. Bend it. There we go. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. No one's going to see that, so who cares how it looks. And I just touched it, because I'm an idiot. Alright, be careful not to go that direction, because there is a radiator there. Look at that. Perfect size hole. This in here.
How's it going?
Oh, good. I haven't hurt myself yet.
Yet.
Close, but not yet. Alright, got the license plate mounted. And by the way, I'd like to tell you, look, it was only 10 minutes, but no, it was about an hour and a half of wrestling, because I decided not to take this whole thing off and had a fight with this a little bit and pull it out and get so I got 2 plates, matching plates on each side of the plastic, so that will keep it from coming off. And then I just use some self-tapping screws up here in the front. You got to be careful so you don't go through your splitter if you do that. But this thing would be fine without those, but I figured to keep it from vibrating and just give it a little bit more snug hold. And this plastic's pretty hard, so I don't think that'll be an issue, but we will see, right? And now this thing will pretty much go like this. Let's see, boom, and then tuck away. No more front license plate. Hit the button. It's going to come out. And we have a front license plate. And the wire is going to go perfectly here. Cut a little tiny hole. It's going to go right there. And then we're going to run the wires. So look how clean that's going to look. Run the wires over there. And then up to the power. And then we are in business. Alright, so we got that fish through. Main wire. Now we're going to fish this across here, which will either be easy or ridiculously hard, but with this, and hopefully we have enough wire. Yes, we do. I always tie these things off when I'm doing this. So now I just need to fish this thing, which could be easy if I just wanted to use all these. And all I have to do is get it over to here, which will be no big deal. Should come right across. Now let's see how easy this will be. I mean, I could pop all these guys out and fish it by hand, which probably be easier than fighting with that giant green thing. So let's just do that. These things pop, if you push in, they will pop out. And then you can just put them right back in. It's amazing how much crap is underneath there. Yep, look at that. Look at that. It's coming right along now. Right over. Now, fish it into my other hand, into this square. Man, we are doing great. And then we're going to fish this into this circle. Hopefully y'all can see this. If not, you're hearing me say it. Plug this guy in here. I'm going to cover that with a little bit of tape, just in case it doesn't seem like it'll wiggle loose, but just to keep moisture out of there too. Let's get some stuff. All right, everything's back to the way it started. This is incredibly solid and stable. Everything came out great. The wiring's perfect. Look at that. Nice and tucked in there and clean all the way across. Now, let's wire this thing up and test it out and show you what it looks like. All right, we are all wired in. Sorry I didn't film the whole thing. I mean, it's pretty simple. Hook to the positive here, created a negative here because they painted all these bolts and I didn't want to fight with them and screw with it and tap into something else. I want it to look good. So this is the box for the device. It's always on, but you can turn it off if you're going to be storing the car for a while. So I'm sure it's pulling a little bit of juice. Turn it on and leave it on. It's always going to be on and you can't see anything. Tessa tape is my favorite tool in the world. Fucking mosquitoes. Damn. Son of a bitch. Alright, Tessa tape's my favorite tool in the world. Makes everything look real nice. I've tied this thing in place. Everything's good and it looks beautiful and I can show you right now, but I don't have the license plate on, so I will finish this up in the morning and we'll show you the final reveal. But at least you can see a, whoops, let's see if I can get this going here with the light. At least you could see an immediate test. So here's the remote, tap the button, boom, we got a license plate. And now it's gone. Now it's there. That's great. Look at this. It's gone. Now it's there. That's so great. Alright, so I'll show it to you in the morning. I'm going to clean up this enormous mess and then we'll get up. I'll find my front license plate. We'll put it on. And now, when they're pulling me over, I can just hit the button and wham! There's my license plate. Sorry, officer. No ticket for me today. Let's go. Alright, see you in the morning. And it is the next day. It is a beautiful Sunday morning, and we are going to finish the job. We're going to stick the license plate onto the license plate retractor and show you the final product. Look at that. And it's very flush in there, so it should hide the white a little bit. So let's test it out. And it's gone. That is great, guys. What do you think? Yep. And those of you that are worried about me showing my license plate, first, in California, you can't use a license plate to find my location. But let's say you did. Let's say you figured that out and you were very crafty. And you're like, I got his license plate. Not that you couldn't see my address 1,000 times in my videos. And you thought, man, that's going to be a great idea to go over his house, the ski mask on, and try to crawl through his window and do something medieval to him or steal all his non-cash assets. That would be the worst possible idea you could ever have. And I don't want to get into why, but those protective glasses I was using yesterday to put this on, to cut the plastic, those were for the range. Those were not for doing work like this. So just know, I'm not losing sleep. I'm not worried about somebody being that stupid. But hey, to each his own. If you've seen our security system, it's got over 2 million views on, I think, TikTok and Instagram.
Alexa, intruder alert.
You picked the wrong house. You are about to have the worst day of your life. I hope you said your prayers. Initiating lockdown sequence in 3, 2, 1.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the...
So, I don't know. Proceed at your own risk. So with that, everybody, that is how it looks and how it works. Awesome remote. Goodbye. And I mean, it's tucked away pretty good. I mean, yeah, you can see a little bit if you're looking from a distance, but that's acceptable. Yeehaw. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is my ticket for no front license plate, which was a gift from the police officer. As I said before, he could have gotten me a moving violation. He had me dead to rights, but he gave me this. In the end, my daughter and I both got these tickets, and I thought, what the heck, this would be a fun video to do. For those of you in states where you can't have the car with no front license plate, which I think is utterly stupid, and I get it, so save your comments below. I already talked about that earlier. There's a great option, so you don't have to make your beautiful car look ugly. What a disruption it is across the front of these gorgeous cars to have this big, huge, reflective front license plate with random numbers on it. So with that, everybody, hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, subscribe, share. Go to the description below if you want to buy this thing. Of course, it is an affiliate link. I make $1 or something. No big deal, but check it out, and hopefully there's plenty in stock. I think you're all going to want one of these things. Pretty slick. So take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Let's see if I get this ticket written off for a front license plate. Yes, sir.
Alright, what here?
Cool. Yeah, that's me. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, dude. All right. That's easy. All right. So it is written off.